Today's title is, Am I the a-hole for giving my mother-in-law the wrong address so she could no longer send her granddaughter gifts? I, 42M, have been married to my wife, 39F, for 15 years. We have a wonderful 14-year-old daughter and an 8-year-old son. My wife's mother has some views that I don't agree with. 2 years ago, for our daughter's 12th birthday, she sent her a book about crash dieting that promised something like 10 pounds of weight loss in 3 days. Our daughter was devastated because the underlying message was clear as day. It was a month until she started eating a whole plate of food for dinner again. Our daughter is a healthy girl. She is highly active, studious, and most importantly, happy. Her grandmother believes that she's not reaching her full potential, whatever that means, and thinks that she'll be on the front covers of magazines if she can just shed some weight. Since she made these views clear to me, I have made it my mission to block any unsupervised contact, and this includes gifts. About a month ago, with my daughter's upcoming 14th birthday, Grandma texted me asking for our new address. Normally she would ask my wife, but since she didn't answer within 10 minutes, she texted me instead. My wife would have given her our real address, but I was able to respond first with a fake one and tell my wife no response was necessary. I couldn't guarantee that I'd be home to intercept any gifts, and my daughter would open something addressed to her. It gave her some numbers / a street somewhere that I wasn't even sure existed. A couple of weeks later, after my daughter's birthday, I realized that it did not in fact exist as her package was returned to her. Both she and my wife were furious, and my wife amended the address I gave her before. Grandma insisted it was a completely innocent package. Well, the day it was scheduled for delivery, I decided to work from home. When it arrived, I opened it up and found a baton twirling uniform, my daughter's hobby. Sound innocent enough? It was at least 2 sizes too small. I sat my wife down with the stupid thing in front of us and said it was clearly intentional, which my wife refuses to acknowledge. Now she and her mother are even madder at me for throwing the uniform into the neighbor's garbage, with the neighbor's permission. Did I handle this correctly? The first comment is, So. I applaud you standing up for and protecting your daughter. For that, you are not the a-hole. While people are quick to say you are, as you didn't communicate with your wife, given that she refuses to see an issue with her mother doing this, I disagree with Reddit and you are not the a-hole. There, as well. Bravo to you for prioritizing your daughter. She needs someone in her corner, for sure. That being said, I would make an appointment for couples counseling, and talk to the counselor specifically about this issue, how your wife doesn't have concerns with it. You two do need to communicate, and get on the same page. Your mother-in-law needs to stop bullying and body shaming your daughter, who sounds like a normal, healthy child. Mother-in-law can go pound sand. I would go as far as to talk to your daughter. Does she even want to see mother-in-law? Otherwise, go low / no contact. The second comment is, I would be scared that if your wife isn't backing you up on this, is she also telling your daughter these things when you're not there? The third comment is, not the a-hole. Your wife is disrespecting your values as the other parent, and your daughter's mental well-being, in order to enable her mother's incredibly disgusting behavior. You've already experienced the damage it did previously. Your wife is being irresponsible by allowing it to happen again. She needs her eyes open to the harm she's opening her daughter to. The fourth comment is, not the a-hole. You don't have a mother-in-law problem. You have a wife problem. It's time for you and your wife to have an honest discussion about how she views your daughter's weight. The fifth comment is, not the a-hole. Mom and Granny seem determined to psychologically damage your daughter, in spite of your best efforts to be a responsible parent. Maybe you need to have a serious discussion with your daughter about how to ignore ignorant and hurtful people.